What is up, YouTube? The thing you have to know. When women and men are fucking up in a relationship, you need to let them know that they're replaceable. And that's not a threat, that's just...
Not that you're going to replace a gentleman, but think about your...
Not that you can replace them or can't replace them, it's just think about what?
Job right now.
Your job, your situation. Exactly. There's a reason why they call it a commitment. Relationship should be a commitment. No one wants to think like that because a good relationship takes work.
Why do you perform like you perform right now? Because you know the company knows that it can replace you. Like, let me say, let's say I'm working for George Bruno Incorporated and I'm not doing my job. You know what they're going to do? They already got the next person coming in. It might be Tony Bruno coming in. They might be interviewing a guy named Tony Bruno right now in HR. You know what they're going to say? Steve, can you come downstairs for a second? We will have a conversation with you. I said, all right, I'll be on my way downstairs, right? And while I'm downstairs in HR, they're going to take my security card from me. They're going to say, okay, you're no longer working for here. They're going to have a security guard here. They're going to go, somebody will go upstairs and get all my stuff in a box. And as he's going down, Tony Bruno's coming up to sit in that warm-ass chair that I warmed up for him. But you know why? Because nobody is greater than the company, and everybody's replaceable. And because you know you have one foot out the door, that is why you work hard, because you know you can be replaced at any moment, any time. See, when a woman feels comfortable, and what I mean is when she knows that he ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere, that's when you notice that the job people slack off. It's the same thing about a relationship. Your woman needs...
It's the same thing about both sides of the argument. When women and men know, oh, they ain't going anywhere, they'll slack off on that shit.
Needs to know. This is not a threat. She just needs to know at any moment, any time, I can walk. I'm good. Listen, if you break up with me...
If you got plenty of people lined up to date you, you got to let them know that you can walk and find better. Exactly.
Like I watched Ghost and Angela, yeah, it's going to hit me a little bit. You know, it's going to hit me. But, okay, I'm gone. Because it's never my loss, George. That's what I'm trying to get to show these young men. You don't lose as a man. Because she's going after your name. You don't lose. She's going after your ring. You don't lose.
We're not expected to lose. Men are expected to triumph, conquer, and fix everything. Nothing you can do about it. That's just how it is. And if you have self-worth in the dating scene, you wait patiently.
So don't look at it as a loss. You got to accept it. But like you say, the plan of attack, you guys have to know before you walk out that door, don't look for marriage. Stop looking for relationships, because you set yourself up like you're playing poker with your cards facing the other direction, George. You go out to do whatever it is, and if a woman so happened to come in your sight and you want to bite her neck, and take her up the tree, you know, Sarah Getty terms, you go do that, but you don't look for the relationship. But what you do is you build yourself up to be able to say no and to be able to walk away when there are signs of mistrust, disrespect, or abuse. And like we said, like the Captain Kirk thing, George, you got to make the sacrifice. That's the hardest thing to do, is to make the sacrifice and having to let her go. And I know, George, some people have kids and all that other stuff, but you have to understand what kids...
Yeah, sacrifices suck. They do. Love is a sacrifice. People will sit there and say, well, I like you, but this is where you see women trying to change men and men trying to change women. Maybe she chews her food weird, or he grunts when he eats and it's just weird. You can choose to nitpick each other over it, or you just accept it. And having kids sucks. So, for real.
It's worse to be in an environment with the kid there because the kid sees things that y'all think they don't see. And what you're doing is you're showing the kid what a bad relationship is. I'm not saying you're sacrificing your child because you can still see your child. I'm saying for the betterment of the child, it's best that you not be in that situation because you don't want to disrupt their thought process of what a man, a woman in a relationship is, George.
I totally agree with that. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
What if, and this is putting you on the spot, what if you're
Happy Friday. I actually agree with that. If certain people are placed in an environment, you know what I'm saying? It's just not healthy for their psyche. If parents are fighting versus getting along, they're better to be raised in a household that's safe and where parents get along.
a woman said she wants out?
Hey, I love her. I listen, guys, listen. I cut for my woman. 21 years I cut for her.
Yeah, here's the thing of it, YouTube. There are plenty of women who choose to have kids and then don't want to be stay-at-home parents. They are, you know what I'm saying? I get it. But the situation reversed, men get so much crap if they don't want to help. That cigar is a little harsh. There's a couple more pops of it. Yeah, think about the consequences before your actions sometimes. And relationships, no excuse.
But you know what? I love her, but I love myself that much more. This is the key. Guys, it's an inch of an ingredient. Now listen to me. I cut for my woman. That's love in the street. That's what you just say cut. You know, I cut for my woman. But I love myself that much more, man. It's that little bit more that I know that one thing I will not do is I will not be enslaved in a relationship or try to prove who I am in a relationship. You have every right to not, you can fall out of love. You have every right to say, I don't want to be in this thing.
Well, you shouldn't be disrespected. I agree, but sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes people are so damaged from past crappy relationships, you gotta prove shit. Is it fair? No, but the shit they went through probably isn't fair either. And this is so true for both genders.
And you know what? Just like the job, if you want out, go. But the thing is, most women that get around your boy, they know, like at the, the grocery store, George, and they take a little piece of tape, the number, and they wait in line for the number to be called up. The women know that they can be replaced at any time. And that's what I'm saying to you guys. I'm not saying, no, I'm not threatening that. I'm just saying that she knows, and every woman I've dealt with have always known this one thing. It's not happy wife, happy life. I can't even say that without choking. Hey, if the king ain't happy.
You know what I'm saying? It's if y'all ain't happy, period. You know, happy wife, happy life is bullshit. Because if she's not happy, then you're not going to be happy either, regardless of what you do. Happiness comes from within. Instead of doing one long stream, a little shorter, bite-sized videos.
The realm ain't happy, then the king has got to be happy. And if I ain't happy, no, I'm gonna say happy because I make myself happy. She can't make me happy. If I'm not respected, sorry, let me take the happiness down, put respect. If you don't respect me, bye. If you want out, goodbye. If you got a problem with me, goodbye. Hey, there's the door. I'm not gonna stop you because even though it might hurt a little bit to lose you, I still got to deal with me at the end of the day, George. That's how it is, man.
I think the quote of the night, as we wrap up this show, I think the quote is this: I love and respect her, but I love and.
In the past, I would share crushes on YouTube. I quit doing that because my trolls will fuck with my of-age crushes just so I can't get a girlfriend respectfully and patiently. And it's beyond fucking sad.
Respect myself that much more.
Woo.
And I really think that'll keep a man from going over the edge.
Yes.
I think it's a great attitude because there's so many men that have this, God, I mean, pop music just teaches men how to be weak.
Yes.
That's a stereotype. But we'll get into that later. Subscribe for more content.
What was that one song by Bruno Mars?
Oh, man. It's for women.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not a weak man, but I can sing like Bruno Mars because ladies dig it. It's the Womanizer Effect.
That grenade song where he would like take a bullet for her, jump on a blade, and take a grenade and all. And like, dude, why don't you write a song about what you would do for yourself? The whole song is about how he would kill himself.
Fuck that. Fuck suicide. And here's the thing of it. If guys wrote a song about what they would do for themselves, some woman would bitch and say, no offense, why don't you care about us for a change? There's a reason why we got 7 million women on TikTok screaming. You know what I'm saying? You can't win either way sometimes, so all you can do is make the best of it.
Somehow for her. And I'm just, or let himself get killed for her.
Yes.
And I just think that type of pop music just.
Maybe he's just saying he's protective of her, making a song about being protective of his woman. That's just a man's morals, man. But it gets misconstrued as some whiny, weak bullshit just because of the genre of music.
Trains people. Like music, music really is a message delivery system. We like tunes and melodies and harmonies and beats.
Preach.
That's cool.
Right.
But sometimes the words that are attached to those harmonies, melodies, and beats trains you to be weak.
Yes. Jordan.
I don't think that's true to an extent, and here's why. Life can be challenging. We struggle with everything. Everyone struggles with something. So life can be challenging. Being weak is sometimes a personal choice, but sometimes you just got to keep fighting, you two, for the right causes and the right things. The YouTube show they're about to do is about to wrap up. It's the fucking weekend. Grab a beer. I have the courage to be my goth, autistic, heterosexual, straight of age, loving self, and it pisses them off. Because the system says straight men are supposed to wear you know what I'm saying? Straight goths get a lot of crap for being tranny and whatever else you want to call it. And you got to ignore it because it doesn't matter. People who are trannies aren't the only ones that wear makeup. Goths wear makeup too. And it's like, it's so fucking dumb, the pretentious society we live in that judges people like that.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to you. Go. I'm sorry.
It trains us to be weak, but we listen to these songs over and over. That's why I find it really hard to listen to music now. And I ask myself, is there any truly solid music out there?
Music is subject to taste. Music is subject to taste, much like a joke. Some people are going to like it. Some people are going to find it offensive. Now, if Ron White or, like, say, Larry the Cable Guy does a fart joke, everyone goes, oh, you men are just so crude. Jeez. But if Amy Schumer does it and you don't like it because you think fart jokes are gross, people call you fucking sexist. And it's like, what?
There. I mean, the music from my day taught men how to be just wimps. Horrible.
Hell, if you're going to jump on the grenade for a guy.
You know what I'm saying? This is fucking ridiculous. If women write a song about getting their heart broken, it's almost expected. Like, oh, if you're a man, you admit to heartbreak, you're a pussy. We got to stop being afraid to show emotions, but at the same time, we can't get too emotional.
And take the bullet and stab. After she's done crying, she's just gonna go to another guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Titanic. You know, Leo was in the water. It's just, Leo, I missed him.
Yeah, well, that's just it. If you're a dude or a chick, that's exactly how it is. You just find someone better. And you will, just give it time. Until then, see you next time. Subscribe for more awesome woke content.